here. Hope everyone had a nice weekend and a amazing day off on Monday like I did. A lot of guys on YouTube have been asking me to show them my brush collection. So I'm going to put this short video together. Hopefully it's short. I have about 44 brushes and I'll go through them kind of quickly, but if you have any questions about any of them, you're welcome to leave a comment below. And here we go. Okay guys, so we're going to start off with this first brush. This is a Savile Row 3324. It's a beautiful, beautiful brush. It's a finest silver tip, 24 millimeter. My next brush is from Sean Summers at Shaveworks, and it's a 24 millimeter 3-band with a custom handle. My next brush is from Anthony McKenzie. It's an AMAC 24 millimeter Surprise Boar, and it's a great performing knot. My next brush is Wolf Whiskers, and it's a custom Wolf Whiskers with a 24 millimeter 2-band knot in it. My next brush is Frank's Shaving, and this is the faux horn with a 26 millimeter finest badger in there. And this one right here is Gluckhuck's South Florida Wet Shavers custom brush with our logo in the bottom. And this is got a 24 millimeter Miami Nights AMAC knot in it. It's a beautiful knot. My next brush is my Dirty South Shavers 2016. It's custom made by K Shaveworks, and it's got a beautiful 24 millimeter game changer knot in it. My next brush is Leo Friolt, custom made Ever-Ready 200 reproduction with a 24 millimeter 3-band silver tip. Beautiful, beautiful knot in there. Okay, my next brush is a black South Florida Wet Shavers custom AMAC brush with a 24 millimeter game changer knot in it. Definitely an excellent knot. You'll see the game changer shows up a lot. This is a really nice brush guy. It's the only brush I have from him that he made for me, and it's got a 22 millimeter 3-band silver tip. It's a very nice brush. This is my my rubber set 4 that I restored, and of course you could see it's got a 24 millimeter game changer knot in it. Next up is my Omega 1098 Boar Professional, which is a fantastic brush. Next to it is another Omega. It's also a Boar Professional brush, and it's the Italian flag model. It's a fantastic, fantastic brush. Next up is a C40. It's an Ever-Ready C40, and it's got a Black Badger 24 millimeter golden nib knot in it. Up next is another Leo Friolt brush with a 22 millimeter synthetic knot, and he does absolutely gorgeous work from what you could see of this. It's fantastic. My next brush is a custom brush that I restored, a vintage. It's actually an Ever-Ready 250N, and it's got a 22 millimeter AMAC sunrise knot in it. Next up is my beautiful, beautiful Alejandro Pistoia from Pantaray. He made this custom brush for me with a 28 millimeter 3-band silver tip, and it's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful brush. Next up is my custom K Shaveworks, and if you'll notice, the handle shape is very similar to the Dirty South Shavers because I liked it so much. And this also has a 3-band silver tip knot in it from K Shaveworks. Up next is a Made Right 250N. And this is got a pure badger, I believe, and it's not been restored. And last in the front row is a fine 24 millimeter, and it's got the angel hair knot in it. Okay, in my second row behind, I've already removed all of the brushes in the first row so you could see these. This is a custom James Ortega brush, and it's a beautiful 24 millimeters with black horsehair. It's absolutely beautiful and soft like butter. Next up is a Parker with the black handle and pure badger, 24 millimeters. Then next to it is the Parker 24 millimeter with the 3-band silver tip. Next to that is one of my favorite brushes, and it's Nathan Clark's custom South Florida Panthers logoed brush that he made for me with a 3-band silver tip. Okay, up next is my next brush. This is a South Florida Wet Shavers Ivory brush handle from AMAC, and it's got a 24 millimeter synthetic knot that I don't think is out yet. So you guys see that? Next up is the Sterling Kong 26 millimeter, the original Kong. And I don't use that brush too often, but I have it. Next up is Sean Summers' brush from Shaving Works, from Shave Works. And Sean Summers made this for me for my birthday by my daughter, had it made. And it's got a 3-band silver tip. It's a beautiful brush. Next up is a Double Duck 5 that I restored, and it's got a 30 millimeter, the golden nib, and it's a 3-band silver tip. Next up is a Parker travel brush, and it's got a pure badger knot in it. Next to that is another James Ortega custom brush. It's my dog tag brush from the military, and it's got a 24 millimeter 3-band silver tip. The next brush is a Rubber Set 200-3, and it's semi-restored with the original Boar knot. And the next one is the Rubber Set 200-4 that has a 28 millimeter 3-band silver tip knot from the golden nib. Very dense knot. I like it a lot. Next up is the Shave Market. Let me turn that around. This is my Shave Market number 63 brush, custom brush. And this was made for our group with a 3-band silver tip knot. And it was made by Beaver Woodwright, I believe. Next up is a Ivory tall Frank shaving brush. And this has a 3-band silver tip. And next up is, this is a brush that I restored. It's an Eveready 100, and it's a kind of cool brush. It's vintage, and it's got a 22 millimeter sunrise knot from AMAC in it. Next is an Eveready, and this is the 200. This is what the prototype was made from for Leo's brush, and it's got a 3-band silver tip from the golden nib, 24 millimeter. This brush right here has got a lot of mileage on it. This was my first Van der Hagen brush, and it's had a wear on it. I have no idea what the knot is made out of. It's fake synthetic or something. But that was my first brush I ever got. And then this is my dive tank valve handle brush that AMAC and I made, and we put a 24 millimeter game changer knot in it. It's a very cool custom brush. And the last one on the shelf is a number 46 Berkeley by Simpson, and it is a pure badger. And it's a 20 millimeter knot, very small. I like to use that for traveling. Okay, up next I have a few more vintage restored brushes. This actually came to me from AMAC, and he restored this Eveready 100S. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's got a 24 millimeter Game Changer knot in it. It's a beautiful brush. It's part of my vintage collection, along with this Ever Ready. This is 200. It's a little different than my other 200, so it might be just a different year. I'm not positive. It's a beautiful brush though, and it's also got a 24 millimeter Game Changer knot in it. My next brush is a Stonehome. It's a vintage Stonehome, and it's got a beautiful Pure Badger original knot in it, and I just polished it up, but I haven't done anything. I'm leaving that knot in there original. And one of my last brushes I have is this beautiful Avon brush that is a synthetic 3-band. It's synthetic, and it's got the vintage, I guess from the 80s. I'm not positive exactly the year on these, but it's a cool brush. It's an Avon. And then my last is not a brush yet, but I just picked this up at a antique store, and it's a juice extractor from the early 30s, as you could see. And what I did was I glued nickels in there for weight, and I'm going to put a 24 millimeter Badger knot in there, and it's going to be a cool vintage looking brush when I'm done. And it's an actual juice extractor that you jam into your grapefruit or your orange. Well, guys, that's my brush collection as of today. I absolutely am sure it's going to grow. It always does. And I either piff out some brushes and then buy some new ones, restore a couple of old ones, find some stuff in the antique stores. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that tour of my brush collection. And of course, you know, everybody's is a little different. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and I'll try to reply to them. Thank you again. And of course, have a great shave.